Hey everyone, Joe here from Family Wellness at Terra Vista. Yoga instructor, yoga therapist, and personal trainer. This is podcast number 1, and we're going to be having many podcasts to come. They're all going to be on some aspect of wellness. When I think of wellness, I think of mind, body, and spirit. I think of not just what I'm ingesting through my mouth, but what I'm ingesting through my ears, through my eyes, through my nose, through my mind, through my whole body. Think about that for a moment. Everything you ingest, whether known to you or unknown to you, is affecting you. So not just what you're eating, but what you're consuming and ingesting overall. What are you watching? What are you thinking about? What are you listening to? Who and what are you listening to? And then what's coming out of your mouth afterwards? So these are things to think about, things to talk about, especially for your own being, right? What's most important is what wellness means to you. Have you thought about it? Not just something you read off of Google, right? But something that you've made your very own. A definition that jives with you. A definition that truly resonates with you. I talk about this all the time. I give consultations in nutrition at my job, and the first thing I say is, I'm not here to tell you what you can and can't do or what you can and can't eat. Because the truth is, I don't see it that way. I'm not judging anyone. I'm here to inspire and encourage and support you in what you see as your wellness journey. And it's important for you to define wellness and for you to live up to your own wellness standards. What are those standards? If you need your glass of wine with your friends on the weekend, if you need your dessert, if you need your comfort food, or as some people might say, a cheat food, you need your chocolate. I need my chocolate. I give two examples as I speak. I need my Fritos. That's one of my favorite foods, if you will. I don't eat it all the time, but it is important that that's part of my life, actually. A Frito, yes, and very dark chocolate. So that's an example of what is part of wellness, having joy, indulging in things you like, being surrounded by people who care about you and who you care about. That's all part of wellness. It's something to really consider instead of us thinking of you can't have this and you can't eat that. So the first thing I ask, what does wellness mean to you, and are you living up to your own standards of wellness? And that's all that matters, is are you living up to your standard? Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to get to you, and that's what's going to bother you, is if you're not living up to your standard. And then I offer support, encouragement, anything I can to help you live up to that standard. Certainly, wellness is all-encompassing. You know, on the surface, we just think of fitness, working out, getting after it in the gym, running, kettlebell, CrossFit. We rarely think of, we're watching the news 2 or 3 hours a day. And make no mistake, if you're on your iPhone and you're looking at all the news reports over and over and over, by the end of the day, you are indeed ingesting quite amount of information that I wouldn't necessarily say is conducive to your well-being, but if you believe it's conducive to your well-being, if doing these things brings joy and health and vitality and vigor and happiness to you, then by all means, you watch 3 hours of news. Seriously, if that brings you joy and contentment and it's making you a better person and happier, then you go ahead. I would say to just really be aware and mindful of what you are ingesting and whether it is indeed the best for you and bringing you joy. So, a few things that maybe you didn't think about. We're going to have more podcasts to come. This is kind of just the start. I don't want to say experimental, but this is just in your face, raw, organic. And again, my name is Joe David. I want you to be healthy, be fit, be calm, and be strong.